Hello everyone, welcome to Veronika Hug. Today I'm showing you the doubled edge stitch, once on the garter stitch and once on the stockinette stitch, so that you can see how you can do it all on your own. I will be working with the Woolly Hugs Home. It's a little bit thicker so that you'll be able to see everything nicely, and here are the needles that I'm using as well. So let's start with the garter stitch first. So we will transfer the edge stitch but with a yarn over, so that's going to be like this. So transfer and then yarn over. Then we're going to do all knit stitches. So with the garter stitch, this is what we always do. So garter stitch basically means doing knit stitches in the front row and in the back row as well. Now here with the yarn over from the last row, I'm gonna do these two stitches together knitwise, and that's how I get the double stitch at the end, which is exactly what we want. And then again, I have here my yarn in the front of my fabric. I go in, transfer the edge stitch with a yarn over. There we go. And then I continue with knit stitches. And that way you see that we basically have an extra loop on our needle. That's the yarn over. So because of the yarn over, you're always going to have one stitch more than you actually started with, but that's okay since you're doing them together with the edge stitch. This here is the yarn over that I'm talking about. Okay, so let's turn and we can start over. So transfer plus yarn over, then do all of the stitches knitwise. And that's pretty much all there is to it. You get a really nice compact edge. So let's move on to the stockinette stitch. Okay, so in the front row I did knit stitches, and in the back row we do purl stitches. So I'm at the back row now. So I'm again gonna go in, yarn over again, and then the yarn goes in the front and we do purl stitches. Here at the end, I'm gonna do the yarn over with the edge stitch knitwise, so that's always gonna stay the same regardless of the row that you're doing, and if you're doing purls or knits. Okay, so let's turn now and we can repeat. So edge stitch we transfer with a yarn over, we do purl stitches, or not, this time we do knit stitches since this is a stockinette stitch. So the front row gets knit stitches, and then the last two of course are going to be done together since it's the yarn over with the edge stitch, and we do them as always knitwise. So now in the back row we're doing purl stitches, but the beginning and the end are always the same. So you start by doing a yarn over with the edge stitch and you end by doing a yarn over with the edge stitch. And just remember that you always do it knitwise, the edge stitches at the end. And that's pretty much all there is to it. So here's everything that I used for today. I'm gonna do a couple stitches here just so you can see the beginning as well. Okay, 12, I think that's gonna be enough just to show you how it works. So if we wanted to start with the garter stitch here, then we would do the front and the back row knitwise so it doesn't change and you don't have to think about it at all. So since here you don't have a yarn over yet, you just started, you're just going to transfer and then do a yarn over. And then we're going to do the entire row knitwise since we're doing the garter stitch. And then here, the last two, we're gonna do as we usually would. So just 2 knit stitches because we still don't have a yarn over there, unlike here where we started on an already prepared project. So now we're gonna turn to the front like this, so not the other way around. Because you want your thread to be in the front of your work and not in the back. That's how you know which direction to go into. So then we're going to transfer the edge stitch with a yarn over. We're again going to do knit stitches, so garter stitches knitwise in the front and in the back. And now we do these two together because this is the first yarn over that we did. And then we can continue, and from this point on you already know what to do. So just the first round doesn't have the first row doesn't have the yarns over, and from there on you can already do them and then you know what to do. Also, an important thing to remember that I mentioned, make sure that your yarn is in the front of your work when you start a new row. And this is pretty much all there is to it for the doubled edge stitch. So I hope you enjoyed. Feel free to give us a thumbs up, to subscribe, and don't forget the notification bell. I'll see you in my next project. Bye!